Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here, we're rocking Pokésports' Glimmora Sun team that they used about a week ago on their channel. So of course, first of all, if you're not already checking out Pokésports, all the links and all that stuff will be in the description. Make sure to do yourselves a favor and check them out. And of course, I will also leave the link to the video that they use this team in as well, so you guys can make fun of my plays and go watch theirs. But without further ado, I say we jump into things and get some games with this. And here we are jumping straight into these matches. We've got a Meowscarada on the opposing end. We've got Annihilate, we've got Hydreigon, and of course Gholdengo's there, but Gholdengo's everywhere. So I'm not really too surprised to see the Gholdengo. Meowscarada is really cool, has been picking up a lot in popularity as of late. I wonder if Glimmora is good here, because that's my goal today, right? I didn't want to use a team. There was a few rental teams I saw, and I'm like, hey, these are pretty good, but some of them didn't even have any of the new Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. And I'm like, let's try something cool. I wanted to try something with the new Pokemon. I'm like, I'm not going to, third video of Scarlet and Violet, I'm not going to not use the Scarlet and Violet mon. So we've got Glimmora. Seeing Meowscarada, of course, very, very cool. They both have the we both have the Grimmsnarl. I mean, Torkoal is huge. Like, I want to have Torkoal Lilligant late game, because I think they're going to be able to prepare for Torkoal Lilligant early game. So if they're going to prepare Torkoal Lilligant early, or going to be prepared for it, it's probably going to be something along the lines of Hydreigon, because it does a really good job. I'm still going to lead Lilligant, because it gives me the pressure. Right? Lilligant is just basically sitting there saying, hey, I'm going to pressure you to do anything. Actually, could I just lead this? Like, does this not just blow up everything? Because if I lead it and they lead Hydreigon, I put it to sleep, and then from there I yeah, no, it just blows up everything. I'm not gonna play around, and I'm gonna go Dragonite for the sake of timing out, and it was the closest thing, and max Terra normal E-speed works if I needed to, but that was a lot of me just talking around and being concerned for nothing. But I do think Lilligant Torkoal is correct here, and then I can just adapt if I need to, because like in theory, the only thing that I can't effectively blow up is a surprise Terra typing, which I can't really prep for, or the Hydreigon. And I should be able to put the Hydreigon to sleep, and here we go. Very good lead from my opponent here. Very strong start. Very, very strong start. So Torkoal should have Protect. I'm expecting to get like either faked out or something along the lines of Thunder Wave, and I don't really want to leave Lilligant on the field for that. So I'm tempted to hard switching Glimmora and just protect the Torkoal here, although that doesn't set me up anywhere for the following turn. So I'm going to protect here just to kind of scout what they want to do. It covers for the fake out. They might set up... I don't love this. Covers for fake out. They might set up the... they're going to Terra immediately. This is Terra Fire then. If they're Terraing immediately, it's got to be Terra Fire, because they're not going to change, or Grass to stop Terra Fire. Like I said, if they're going to Terra immediately, they're trying to stop my Eruption from doing massive damage, although they already resisted it, so I kind of don't get that play, but I respect it, I guess. Like, maybe they don't have a better Terra in this matchup, and that's their wave, and kind of put as much damage onto Lilligant as possible with like a Heat Wave. I could definitely fake out. Thunder Wave? Fake out. Lilligant's going to take that for sure. Yes, it will. Okay. So now here's the problem. Do we call Thunder Wave? Because if I fully expect the Thunder Wave here, I cannot leave Lilligant on the field. Because if it's Thunder Wave, if it's going to be Thunder Wave Heat Wave, Torkoal will survive. And I just swap you out. I go into Glimmora. Glimmora should be capable of tanking that Heat Wave. And that will allow me to basically click Heat Wave in case I get chipped down. If I lose... yeah, no, this is fine, because if I lose Torkoal on this, I still then get Lilligant beside Glimmora, and then I can go after you Power Gem and drop Hydreigon, and I'm still alright with that. I'm going to Heat Wave on the off chance I get that I get chipped by the Heat Wave here, which I should get chipped by their Heat Wave, so we'll see what we can do. I mean, it's not a great position for us. I knew it was a rough matchup to lead, but they're going to Light Screen. Okay, so no Thunder Wave, so I could have easily stayed in and just put this Hydreigon to sleep. So I played myself here. There's a strong Dark Pulse into Torkoal. Gonna survive, which I'm okay with. They do have the Light Screen up, but here's a Heat Wave gonna connect on both. Good damage. That did nothing. So much for good damage there. That effectively did nothing. I am just going to Power Gem. I think Protect is so obvious. I think Protect is so obvious, but I don't have another play, and I don't think Glimmora dies. So we're going to do it this way. Because they can effectively ignore Torkoal now. They're going to Sucker Punch Glimmora. That did a lot more than I wanted to. We're going to get the Toxic Debris up, which is a really interesting ability. I don't love it, but like, it's kind of interesting. There's a Dark Pulse, so I figured they were going to double me, and Glimmora does manage to fall. Seeing Sucker Punch, though, allows me to come in and put things to sleep. And by putting things to sleep, there's a chance. So Lilligant's going to put Hydreigon to sleep. I'm going to click Heat Wave. And then I probably just put... I have to hit this, though. If I miss this, it's over. There's no secret here. If I miss, it's over. I got to get this thing put to sleep. I mean, I was kind of hoping that Glimmora would tank that. But it's okay. Considering Torkoal survived, you know? Like, Torkoal lived. The fact that Glimmora died is kind of sad. They're going to Sucker Punch. That's not going to kill the super defensive Torkoal. We're going to get the Sleep Powder here. Beautiful. So... you're going to go to bed, you're going to take a nap right here with your Hydreigon for a little bit. Torkoal's going to get a nice Heat Wave off. And it's not the best position in the world, but Heat Wave's still going to do some decent damage. I kind of want to Terra Fire right here, but I can't actually attack. Yeah, no, I can't attack. I'm going to have to Leaf Storm. This is so annoying. This is so annoying because if they weren't Sucker Punch after you Heat Wave, effectively wins me the game. But I can't do that, so I've brought Dragonite in the back, so my Terra late game could actually work here. So what I'm going to do here is I could just Sleep Powder and Protect, and then go for the after you play. In fact, I kind of like that. If they wake up with Hydreigon, it's not a problem. It should be a Sucker Punch here. It has to be a Sucker Punch here. Doesn't bother me. I could have just clicked Heat Wave there, so I did play myself a little bit. We are going to get the Sleep Powder. We are going to miss as well, and that might end it. And they're going to wake up, so you can't get a worse turn right there. They're going to Heat Wave. Can we dodge, please? You couldn't get a worse turn there. I played myself a little bit, but I was fully expecting a Sucker Punch there, and I had to play around it a little bit, in my opinion. Sun's going to fade away. I believe Lilligant is still faster than the 165 of Hydreigon. It is not. Okay. I'm going to Protect. I'm going to pivot into Dragonite. And I'm going to try and set up my Dragonite for the endgame here. I do still have Banded E-Speeds. I want to just preserve my pieces. Dodging that was big. But I could have had Grimmsnarl put to sleep here and I would have been in a better spot. But it's okay. Dragonite comes in. Eats pretty much anything they want to go for here. It should be a Heat Wave. I'm just worried a little bit about a Spirit Break. They are going to Sucker to break up Sash maybe on Lilligant, but either way, it's going to fail regardless of who they targeted. And there's a Heat Wave, and Dragonite's going to eat this very well. That's good English, Ryan. That is very, very good English. Anyways, Dragonite's going to tank that pretty well, and this is exactly the spot I wanted to be in. They get tipped down. They do have... I'm going to Leaf Storm you, and I'm going to Terra normal E-Speed and just drop the Hydreigon here. It's in range of dying to that, despite the fact that they have the Reflect up. I will get Sucker Punched on Lilligant potentially, but taking down Grimmsnarl just gets rid of the rest of the Sucker Punch's potential in the future. I could put it to sleep, but I think taking 2 knockouts here while I can, I might as well do so. Grimm might be able to survive depending on the Lilligant bulk and the Grimm bulk, but... E-Speed coming out, should pick up Hydra easily. I don't care about the Reflect being up. So, I don't care about your Reflect. Down you go. We do have Toxic Debris up, so whatever comes in is also going to get poisoned, so I can actually almost play the game. They're going to Sucker Punch the Dragonite, which is E-Speeded already. Lilligant is going to drop the Leaf Storm, kill off the Grimmsnarl, and this can reset my Sun for me. This is interesting. And still having Torkoal in the back is very, very strong for me. Both Pokemon coming in will probably get poisoned, unless, of course, they're in the air or a poison or steel type themselves. But I don't remember too much of what they had. There's Meowscarada getting poisoned. No Sash for your Meowscarada anymore. It's gone. Okay, Gholdengo's not going to get poisoned, unfortunately. So, the target here, Meowscarada. 100% I have to get rid of Meowscarada. If I can manage to get rid of Meowscarada, because it's the only thing that I think that would actually have Sucker Punch. Gholdengo does not appreciate a Charcoal boosted Heat Wave. I'm going all in on Meowscarada. I could Leaf Storm, But I'm going to protect because I want to make sure I have Lilligant for after you. If I lose Lilligant, I've lost the game. So I need Dragonite to tank both of these hits, which is a little scary. Actually, it just needs to tank one. Actually, does it need to tank any? That does more than enough. They are Protean. They are going to be just normally grass type here. That's going to hurt. That's fine. It's a crit guaranteed. I'm not worried about that. And they are going to indeed make it rain. So... you guys want to talk about an endgame here. We've got ourselves an endgame. Okay. Dragonite is going down. Meowscarada getting clipped by poison. Torkoal coming in. Okay, here we go. I have After You available. Do I think they have Sucker Punch on Meowscarada as well? As well as on the Grimmsnarl? I want to say no. However, I have to cover for it because I'm not going to toss the game like that, you know? I'm not going to make this play and toss the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Leaf Storm Meowscarada and I'm going to protect. This covers for the Sucker Punch, keeps Torkoal alive, and as long as Meowscarada doesn't kip the Lilligant, we've won. I'm covering for Sucker Punch. I believe they have it. If they don't have it and I've tossed the game, well then. The fact that they didn't click Sucker Punch is terrifying. And that, my friends, is how we lose this game. They're going to make it rain. Lilligant is not going to be capable of surviving that. I do presume it is Specs Gholdengo here. And all I had to do was click After You. I know it gets access to Sucker Punch. All I had to do is After You Heat Wave. There's no world in which a 10 HP Torkoal, even with a double protect, is capable. See, now it might not have even been a toss. Because if Leaf Storm would have killed, the knockoff wasn't coming out. Now, they did have Light Screen up. They were a grass type, and I was -2. So, do I think Leaf Storm was going to kill? No. I was going Leaf Storm to try and put the Meowscarada in range of dying to poison. But I'm going to forfeit this one. It's over. I'm not going to slide this one out, drag this one on, however you want to say it. But I played myself. I'm going to be honest. That's a game I think we win. Because if I After You and I Heat Wave, Meowscarada goes down, even if Gholdengo survives, because they did have the Light Screen up for that turn, they get to make it rain off. Lilligant will survive from full HP, and we're fine. I was just so worried that they were going to Sucker Punch Torkoal, and I played myself. But it's okay, we're going to jump back into things here. And as we always do, or as we try to do after the first match, we're going to talk about our question of the day. So, if you could have any Terra type, what would it be and why? For me, it's Ghost. I'm going to take the cop-out answer here. I've just always loved the Ghost types. You guys can see a numeric on my hat. Obviously, the SableyeVGC as my handle. But, I don't know. I've just always loved Ghost types. And I think it would be really, really cool to just walk around with a ghosty dude. Or just walk around as a ghost. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Call me crazy. But I think it would be cool. We're going to see a second Meowscarada. Is this the same team? No, there's no Grimmsnarl. Okay, it's not the same team. There's no Grim on this one. I still don't hate Torkoal. Believe it or not, I still don't hate Torkoal. I just don't think I can lead it this time. Dragonite is strong. Gholdengo makes it worse. But Dragonite outside of that is strong. Like, late game Dragonite clean is really good. I'm a little worried about Farigiraf. Do I just lead it again? I can't just lead Sun again, right? When in doubt, click the Sun button? Is this how this works? Because, like, in theory... So they get Tailwind up. Okay, they're going to get Tailwind up, so I don't think I lead Sun. I think I actually lead Amoonguss, but Amoonguss sucks too. Like, why does this entire team get bodied by something else that they have? This is winnable, and I know it's winnable. It's a matter of getting... I want to say Sun up late game, I think, is my win con, because... Once again, they should lead their answers to Sun. Their answers to Sun are going to be that Hydreigon, and they're going to be that Garchomp, more give or take. That's going to be their answers to Sun. I'm going to bring Grimmsnarl as a lead because it shuts down Hydreigon. It shuts down to 2 dragons. And I'm going to lead that. I'm going to have Lilligant as a lead. I'm going to go late game Dragonite, and I'm going to go Torkoal. So basically, what I'm setting myself up for is if they don't give them themselves an answer to Lilligant, I'm able to swap into Torkoal, put something to sleep, and then go after U-Stuffs. But if they have those answers to Lilligant, I can simply switch the Lilligant out, or I can do some things with Grimmsnarl while I just protect Lilligant. It gives me options. I think leading the Sun Abuser plus non-Sun is always really promising. Always puts opponents in 50-50s, and I'm not going to complain about a position like this. I'm going to just click Spirit Break into Meowscarada here, and I think I'm just going to switch, and I'm going to go straight into Dragonite. Do I have to swap Lilligant? No, I don't have to swap Lilligant. Put Murkrow, it's nap time. This also covers for a Farigiraf switch, which I don't think we're ever going to see in a scenario like this, because I already can't Prankster move the Dark-type Meowscarada, so we should be safe here. I think it's just going to... Do they even bother Tailwinding, though? They're going to Terra immediately. Okay, so they're not going to Terra Murkrow, are they? Yeah, I didn't think they're going to Terra Murkrow. They're going to go Terra Grass. They're going to go Terra Grass, so that completely overwrites the Protean if they choose for that ability, but I do feel like pure Grass-type Meowscarada is also really good. They're going to Taunt as well. They know that Sleep Powder's coming. I'm going to get the Spirit Break into Meowscarada. Still going to do some decent damage, of course, but not until after this Flower Trick comes out. I should survive this, right? Unless they're banded. If they're banded, that's terrifying. That did so much damage. Obviously cannot use Sleep Powder after that taunt, so max speed Murkrow coming in clutch right there for my opponent. It's also Prankster, so maybe they're not max speed, ignore me. I am going to paralyze that cat if they let me. Don't know if they will, but I will attempt it. I don't want to leave Lilligant on the field, do I? I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to go hard Dragonite. I don't think they're going to... Do they? No. I don't think they hard switch in Farigiraf here. Yeah, they're going to Tailwind. I'm going to get the para up. It's not a super important fact that I get the para up, but more importantly, it's more so just kind of keeping them away from being able to abuse it. And now that I'm into Sun, once I'm into Sun, I'm still faster. Can we get the full para would be clutch. Flower Trick. So we're not going to get the full para. They're going to Flower Trick, and they're going to take down my Grimm. Grimm really didn't do too much for me here. I did paralyze a Meowscarada, but it's not enough. So... this is still very winnable. I'm going to lead Torkoal immediately. I think Torkoal switching in right now and just clicking Heat Wave is perfectly fine. And I'm also not going to Terra my... I'm not going to Terra the Dragonite. I want to save the Terra option for later, especially because there is still potentially that Farigiraf in the back. So I'm just going to Dragon Claw and Heat Wave right here. Murkrow really doesn't have too many options into Torkoal. Meowscarada, Torkoal's got that physical bulk to be able to take it, and it can also be paralyzed. I'm expecting some sort of Farigiraf switch in, which is what I'm going to call here. And then Heat Wave just to finish off the Meowscarada afterwards. So we're going to get the Farigiraf on the switch in right here. We're going to get the full para as well, meaning I could have clicked Eruption. So it's a little unfortunate that I didn't, but I'm happy that I clicked what I clicked because Heat Wave should still finish off both. Heat Wave's coming out. Goodbye Farigiraf. Goodbye Meowscarada. You do have Tailwind up. I do have to be smart about the end game here. But being able to Terra normal Dragonite still, if I want to switch it out, which I can, puts me in a very good spot. They're going to run out of Tailwind sooner rather than later. Obviously, they can just reset it back up with their Murkrow, but that full para really opens the door for a lot. I don't think I needed it because what were they going to do? Flower Trick or knock off my Torkoal would have helped them a lot, but I don't know if it was necessarily enough to keep them in it because I still would have dropped the... Gholdengo. Okay. Because I still would have dropped the... Still would have dropped the Farigiraf. But how do I... Do I Terra Torkoal? Do I just Terra Torkoal here? And just say Heat Wave? My problem with that is... It turns a Tailwind to left. 2 turns of Tailwind and 4 turns of Harsh Stance. So I think if I can safely protect Torkoal, get Lilligant in, then I can Terra after you because I'll actually be faster than both of them. I guess Taunt would go before after you. So really this puts me in a not very strong position anyways. But this is going to allow Gholdengo to be -2 before, -1 before it actually hits the Torkoal, meaning Torkoal should have a better chance of taking it. They're going to foul play, going right into that Torkoal, who is going to tank it, which is beautiful. And we're going to see it make it rain. Okay, I'm okay with this. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. I don't love this, but it's okay. So now basically I've forced them to click Taunt into my Lilligant. And if they don't click Taunt into my Lilligant, I'm going to go for the After You anyways because it covers for that. I'm going to click Heat Wave just in case I do get chipped for... I have to click Heat Wave. And I will After You into Torkoal. I have to click Heat Wave because of the off chance if they make the correct play and they taunt my Lilligant, then I lose out on too much if Eruption doesn't pick up the knockout. Where Heat Wave right now is going to pick up the knockout as long as it connects. So it is the correct play as long as I survive this turn. And like I said, I just wanted to optimize my chances for Torkoal to survive. They do correctly click the taunt button. Obviously, I cannot click After You. That is the correct play, but given that Gholdengo was on the other side of the field, I wasn't sure if it was Stex, if it was Life Orb, if it was going to be able to Shadow Ball. I wanted to burn a turn where I said, hey, look, you have to click this or you lose. And I forced them to do that, and we're in a good spot right now. We've got Torkoal clicking Heat Wave. Is it enough? Torkoal Heat Wave with the candles on its head. What do we got? Gholdengo's gone, and this is an easy E-Speed for the W. Dragonite's going to clean this one up. 20 minutes in, I feel like we can quickly get another one for you guys. I mean, E-Speed wraps this one up pretty quickly. I'm going to try and do 3 battles an episode. I feel like that's probably fair. But Heat Wave, I mean, I should click Eruption, but it literally doesn't matter because E-Speed's going to kill anyways. So the battle is canceled. We're going to get our W right there, and we're going to try and break this 1-1 tie. I'm still mad I tossed the first game. I'm still mad I played myself on that first game, but Meowscarada is literally everywhere. So let's see if we can pull the 3-for-3 Meowscaradas. Not that I really want to. I wouldn't mind seeing a different style of team, but back-to-back-to-back Meowscaradas would just be funny. So we shall see. We're almost top 2K. Not bad. Not terrible. I would love to use Glimmora and not have it just die in one shot as well. But Dragonite plus Sun is also kind of broken. 339, so they're quite high up there, but... yeah, we got the Weather War and a Jolteon. I mean, normally I wouldn't be happy to see a Weather War, but for the fact that we're using Torkoal strictly for content, and might as well, why not good old-fashioned Sun versus Rain. Nice little refreshing Sun versus Rain, because it's not just Groudon Kyogre anymore either from all those Sword and Shield videos, you know? This is refreshing. We got Pelipper, we got Torkoal. We have Dreadnought and Jolteon. Like, this is a fun matchup. Anyways, Glimmora actually... No. I was gonna make some random statement about how I could probably squeeze Glimmora into this game, but I legitimately think it loses to everything. It loses to Farigiraf, it loses to Dreadnought, it loses to Amoonguss because it really can't do much to it. It loses to Pelipper because of the rain, so it's kind of a neutral there, and I don't know if I'm faster, I doubt it. And it loses to King Sharp, so it's just not worth it. So unfortunately, Glimmora is gonna hit the bench, but like I said, I'll be using this team twice. Not like I was gonna say, like I said, I'll use this twice, but I don't think I ever said that. So once again, starting to use teams in two videos just to get some different matchups and stuff. But I lead Lilligant. I leave Torkoal in the back, and that's how you play the weather. I go Grimmsnarl, I go Torkoal, and I think I just rock the same concept. There's not much more I can really do here. I'd love to say I can bring Amoonguss to this, but it really is just the more passive of the grass types, and Lilligant actually puts on pressure beside Torkoal, so I need to do that. Dragonite needs to come here for clean late games, especially because if I'm not bringing Amoonguss and I'm not bringing Glimmora, therefore by default it has to be Dragonite. So we'll see what they go for. Is it Rain? I don't think so. They actually did just hard lead it. So this is interesting. This is actually interesting. So I have screens. I'm going to just protect my Lilligant right now. I'm going to play it a little slower. I'm going to put up some screens. I'm going to get a Reflect up. I'm going to put a Light Screen up, and then I'll start doing some damage here. Now I think they're going to switch out Pelipper into something like Farigiraf and allow Dreadnought to maybe Terra Grass here, and that will be my play. I Terra Grass with Dreadnought, swap Pelipper out into Farigiraf because it covers whatever Grimmsnarl wants to go for, and it means I can no longer put your Dreadnought asleep. That would be the way I play this, and you're covering for the fact if I hard switch in Torkoal. But they are going to stay in with Pelipper. That is fine. I'm not really too concerned. Tailwind? I could see a Tailwind. But for right now, just going to get our screens up. The fact that they just stayed on the field with Dreadnought 2 is wild. It's going to Ice Spinner into Protect. Okay. Tailwind? Hurricane. So they're really going after me here. So, I have two options. I can go Thunder Wave into Dreadnought and Lilligant it. Or I can switch into Torkoal and do the same concept. Now I think going for the Thunder Wave play is better because I still think they have to expect Sun to come in at some point for me. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to leave Pelipper on the field. I mean, maybe they're just trying to get ahead right like that. I don't know. It's weird. They never click Tailwind, so Lilligant should be going first. Going to get the Leaf Storm off, and I believe Dreadnought's just dead. Yeah, Dreadnought's gone. So there goes the Rain Sweeper. And I think we're good with that, right? I think that seals... I don't want to say seals this. It's very early on, because here's a Hurricane. Lilligant doesn't appreciate it. Both kind of get rid of our abusers of the weather, right? And I think that's the way you're supposed to play these games, but... Lilligant hanging on Sash. No ducks, no confusion. Nice. Okay. What do we got here? What's coming in? Alright, King Sharp is coming in. This is okay. I'm going to go for a Sleep Powder. And I'm going to set up my light screen. I never set it up in the first... So here's the thing. Protecting Lilligant and swapping in Torkoal is super, super clutch. And seems super, super strong. So I'm not... No, but then if they're wide guard Pelipper, which might be why they're staying on the field. So I don't like that, but how do I position this to a spot where I actually appreciate what happens here? I'm not going to go Light Screen. I'm just going to straight Spirit Break into Pelipper here and Protect. Like, the way they've been targeting down Lilligant, I'm not going to let them take it. It should be an Iron Head from King Gambit into my Grimmsnarl anyways, but they're actually going to go for that Sucker Punch, which is wild. Not what I was expecting at all. And there's a Tailwind. Okay. So I can paralyze this Pelipper next turn. So I would assume they don't have Farigiraf based on the way they're giving me turns here. It's good damage. Okay. Do I want to pair it? Because I could still easily lose to King Gambit here. I'm going to go hard into Dragonite. I mean, it's my bulkiest mon that I have. It's going to come in right now. I want to save Lilligant. I don't really want to toss it right now. And I am just going to Thunder Wave into Pelipper. If I can get the para on it, it helps me out in the long run. It's just Grimmsnarl doesn't do much, and I don't really want to switch Grimmsnarl out into something else that's going to take a hit because I already have to save Lilligant. So we'll see what goes on. I could obviously just click Spirit Break again, but there's a chance I don't get the Spirit Break off if they go for something like a Hurricane Iron Head into the Grim, and I would rather get something out of this turn than nothing. And if I get the pair up onto a Dragon, I can come in and just kill Pelipper next turn. There's a Thunder Wave. Like I said, I want something more than nothing in this turn. That's my logic behind that. Pelipper is unable to move, and we're going to get the Hurricane. Okay. Take that pretty well. Good job, Dragonite. And Brick Break. Breaking my screens. I'm okay with this. Reflect is gone. It was the only one I really had up. They are Life Orb as well. Very good reveal right there. I'm not going to Terra, but I am still going to click E-Speed. Actually, I set Reflect and just Dragon Claw. What do they have in the back? Let me just double check here. I set Reflect and Dragon Claw 100% of the time. Because by setting Reflect, it keeps Dragonite alive unless they click Brick Break again. And if they don't click Brick Break again, then Dragonite obviously is going to survive whatever they go for. Dragonite is going to be faster than the Pelipper with the Dragon Claw and take it down. And if they swap into Farigiraf, which I'm still kind of scared of because I don't want to toss this game. I don't want to be like, oh, hey, they still actually have this Farigiraf thing and toss the game like that. I do have to play carefully around it. So we'll see. We're going to get Grimmsnarl here. Getting that Reflect up. Is it going to be another Brick Break? I would highly doubt it. They are faster, though. That is not what I was expecting to see there. I don't like that. Okay, they do Iron Head Grim. Grim's going to go down. I keep my Reflect up for the time being, and we're going to get a Dragon Claw to kill Pelipper. So this is presumably a very bulky Dragonite, and that's just me not really knowing the team. And it's probably max speed Pelipper as well, but down goes Pelipper. They're running out of Tailwind. We still have Torkoal. We still have Lilligant. There's no more wide guard potential here. The rain is actually going to stop. Not that it overly matters. I'm going to go Torkoal. So it's Jolteon. What is it? I'm just trying to run this back in my head. It's Jolteon. I go Lilligant. Because it's Jolteon, Farigiraf. Yeah. And I don't remember the other potential option, but it should be one of the two, I would imagine. They did have it. They had it the entire time. They just never bothered clicking it. So we're going to get Lilligant. I am going to protect Lilligant. My game plan to win this game right now is to Terra with my Torkoal and body them. I'm attempting Dragon Claw again because I'm banded. I might as well. And I'm just going to protect. So basically what I'm asking for here is I'm hoping that Dragonite dies. It's a little risky if they decide to not target Dragonite. And that's scary. Here's the thing. If they click Trick Room, I have a Torkoal in the back and I win the game. Right? They're actually going to Terra, which is really, really cool, into normal. Okay. I respect it. I respect it. They still have Tailwind up, so I could see them like Trick Rooming on the last turn of Tailwind, which is really, really cool. I do want to try Farigiraf at some point. But we'll see what goes on right here. I'm a little concerned. They are just going to... Okay. So I should lose Dragonite to a Hyper Voice here. I would be shocked if Dragonite manages to somehow go down, survive this. It is Terra Normal anyways. Should be Life Orb as well. Dragonite's actually going to survive, which is really bad. Is that Throat Spray as well? Okay, fine. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Team's Reflect can go. I no longer need it. It's a matter of how good is Farigiraf. I'm sure even with Tailwind, I'm faster than both. Their Tailwind, of course, dies down as I was expecting. I just want to... Sometimes you get the turns wrong, though, right? And you're like, oh, this is a problem. But like I said, even if they did still have another turn, I'm pretty confident Lilligant and Sun outpaces both regardless. We're going to Terra. We're going to click Eruption. We're going to click After You into my own Torkoal here. It's more so a question of how much does Sucker Punch do from King Sharp. I have no choice. I have to go Eruption. I'm not going to click Heat Wave and risk a miss here. Like, in the last game, I went Heat Wave because I couldn't risk Eruption. I couldn't risk having too much damage on me and Eruption not killing. Here, I feel a little bit okay if Eruption gets chunked a little bit. Although, do I just lose? Actually, if I don't kill Farigiraf, I lose, right? Should I have clicked Sleep Powder into Farigiraf to win this game? I think I might have had to. I think I tossed unless I get the kill here. They're going to Sucker Punch. They're going to Sucker Punch the incorrect slot. We're going to get the After You. Full health Eruption into Sun. Charcoal boosted. Terra boosted. Torkoal, don't let me down. Torkoal, come on, buddy. Okay, that's what I thought. Torkoal's good. Okay. They needed to Sucker Punch Torkoal there to mitigate the damage that I was going to do with an Eruption. I'm a little surprised they Sucker Punched Lilligant. Like, I was never going to attack with that slot. Like, it was my support slot in that certain scenario anyways. I mean, maybe just a misread. Maybe they expected me to chip something and then protect Torkoal. I don't know what they were really expecting there. I do think it's more so of just a misplay than realistically being something they were expecting and it didn't get off. But that's going to do it for this one. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and I do appreciate it. So thank you. With that though, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to stop rambling, and I will catch you guys in a future video.